Kill the Snitch is one of my favorite trials in Outlast. Arguably the best trial in Outlast and the most iconic. So I'm deciding to play through all the difficulties of Kill the Snitch. That will be introductory, standard, intensive, and psychosurgery. I'm not going to show much of introductory because it's pretty simple. We make it to the security room pretty easily. I would say this epic cutscene plays, where he beats up this random, prisoner, is what they are, I guess. Yeah, he just beats him up, and I guess we'll watch it. I'll probably skip it and all the other difficulties, but introduction ain't gonna have nothing else. So we run to the Snitch, boom, and the power goes out. We go turn on the power in the garage. We instantly find the gas can, and in the next room, you won't believe it, the generator was right there. So we easily do this little mini game. I might have failed once or twice, but that happens, I guess. And we complete the generator, go back to the Snitch. We take him along, get the keys. We find out all the keys instantly. Actually, we go to the secret room because we can. We put the Snitch in his cage. We fry him. And our first enemy finally appears, and it is, give him a second, I guess. It is Coil, right there. Leland Coil. He sucks in introductory, so he misses everything. We fry the chicken, we make it out. It was easy. So now we're in standard. So standard is similar, but has more enemies. A locked door right here for some reason. We find our first enemy right there in the beginning, and I bait him to break this door because, we can just run through him after that. So, boom, we're already there in the security room, and then we find the Snitch, lights go out. So now we're back in the garage. We get hit by Coil multiple times down here because we're buns at the game. We get hit a lot, actually. Then we find a little cubbyhole with our bandage we found earlier, and we start to heal up. Because I guess I'm gonna need it. Standard might, I guess, be difficulty. What? A generator found. Coil shows up, starts walking around. Yeah, and then he leaves. We fill it up, and then we do the one on the other side because I forgot about it. And then we pull the string. Boom, boom. There's an enemy that hears me. That's what the red means, and it was the gas guy. Yeah, he gases on me. But in my inventory I had an antidote, so I use that real quick and I just leave. That was pretty simple. We find the Snitch again. We push him along. An enemy actually appears right here, and then we try to make our escape before he kills us. But this door was locked, so we get punched. And yeah, we run away. We find a bottle, and I'm like, oh yeah, this will hurt him. Doesn't do anything to him. He's a strong boy. He eats the green beans. We get screamed at, so that's amazing. We find our key, which is even more amazing. We push the Snitch. We're just chilling, it seems like right now. And then we go look for our next key after getting jump scared, and then we find our key, and then boom, push the Snitch onto the final stretch. This part's amazing. We find our key pretty quickly, actually, so we could put him in his cage, right inside his little chicken kettle. And as we're doing this, Coil shows up as he is supposed to do. It is scripted, and we do a little loop. We come back, and Coil's not here because he's lost in the sauce. We boil the chicken with the electricity. Then we just go to the exit. This guy's actually chilling there. He's just chilling at the exit or farming. We don't care, so we go and press the button because it was pretty simple. We then we gotta distract Coil a little bit because he's just chilling here. Yeah. Now it's time for intensive. As you can see, there's multiple of these now problems, which may or may not be problems. So my first enemy was basically at the start. He sucked. So we were able to just get past him. A screamer, right there. I don't know where he came from. He just appeared, and so basically, that was it. And boom, security room, easiest part. And there's this guy that was right after the security room. He was kind of stupid, so We went around here, did a little loop-de-loop, jumped through there, and yeah, that was kind of easy. And then we found the snitch, power goes out, and then blah blah blah. Go find the generator. This guy is now down there, that big guy that jumped past me. Also, Jaeger spawned in, which she was only down there the whole time we were down here, so it was a bit of a problem, but we were able to avoid them. Look, we fill up the generator and we just like leave the room. We have to do like a big long loop thing so we can get Jaeger away from the area, and we do that. So we go back to the generator and we try to finish it, but yeah, and then he comes in, and then Jaeger is probably nearby, so I decided to just leave the room and just, and just wait it out a bit, and then after that, I just do the generator, because it's pretty simple. I also couldn't find Jaeger, so I think I'm fine. I think they disappeared after a little bit. But as I leave, coil right there, and then as I'm opening this up, this is crazy right here. This guy comes flying around the corner and hits me out, almost kills me, but I'm still alive, so thank goodness. We find a stamina boost, and we use it, and we also have another one in our inventory we will use in like the next 5 seconds, I think. So yeah, we can just zoom the snitch now across the rooms. We can just zoom him past this point. In the last difficulty, a guy spawned here, but I guess we were too fast for them to see us or whatever, because I don't even see them here. So yep, we look for Spade. We find Spade super fast without any enemies, and we just can push the snitch. I think it's the thing about some of these difficulties is that there's so many enemies, but they don't want to camp, right? The devs don't want them to fully camp, so they're just not here anymore. They're just like walking around somewhere else on the map, which I guess is good for us. And sometimes they just don't spawn. We find the I key instantly without an enemy, and now we're at the final stretch. And now this is where problems should happen. Yeah, but they're kind of dumb, as you can see. He's just kind of dumb. He's kind of just like peeking through there. We're not in there. We found another stamina thing. Lucky us. It said limited items, but I don't feel very limited at all. This big guy shows up, but we just do this like little loop thing, and we find this little door we can just like peek in, and it's a dark room too, so we can just hide in there anytime an enemy sees us. Or we can just try to loop him like I try to do here. But then I come back and he's just like he's just chilling there. So I try to move the snitch more, but then this guy comes out this door. Like, what the frick? And then I just run again. I come back and I think this time I'm safe. Surprises happen a lot, okay. And then the next thing says we need a bunny key. I find that so fast. Boom, found, and I unlock it already. And then we put him in the cage, and then this is where the finale of intensive wasn't that hard actually. So we start to fry him, and we actually, I don't know why, but they always give you such big percentages until someone actually comes to stop you, which is Coil, because he spawns in there. And then this guy tries to get us, but we have an antidote, so we do not care. We do not care about him at all. We let him do that because, there's nothing else. So he can just disappear like that, so he's not a problem anymore. So then we go back here, and I think we finish it. Boom. Coil almost hits us, but he doesn't, so we can just scooch our way past and make it to the exit, press the button, and no one was actually here at the end for some reason. Coil wasn't standing there. I don't think he was able to find a gate to teleport, but yeah, we're literally just chilling here. And then we escape. That was easy. Now it is time for psychosurgery. So I already know what time it is, so in the beginning of the game, I'm just gonna start looking for items because there's, I kinda have to. And I also enter the game differently this time. I find a different entrance because I feel like this is a better way to enter. There's enemies just spawning in, so I'm just like a bit scared, so I'm just gonna quickly get to the security room and end this quickly right now, and then boom, I'm gonna run past this guy as fast as I can, and let's get to the basement or the garage part as fast as we could. And this guy hits me, so wow. And we find the generator pretty quick, It's in one of the easiest rooms, so we just do that real quick while we're getting chased by this guy. So that guy's annoying. So we do the generator. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And we fill it up because the gas can was in the same room actually. So boom, we just do this as quick as we can. Yippee. And then we want to open this because it probably has some good stuff in it. And it did. A bandage and a big heal bottle. That's amazing. This guy was camping, so that was annoying, but we dealt with that quick. Made it to the Snitch. There's Jaeger actually camping the Snitch a little bit, so we had to bring him away. Just take him away a little bit, like, you know. So I do this little loop thing, get him down there, and just go back to the Snitch. And then do our thing by finding those keys. Pesky keys found. One found. There we go. Found. And then we push him along. Gotta find another key, which is not. Yeah, this guy is a bit annoying actually. So we just gotta, you know, deal with him and go look for our key. In the darkness, this guy is like starts beating me up while I'm trying to like look for the key. So that sucked. Drank one of my small potions. Yummy, yummy. I'm collecting these side things and I get hit by a Molotov that does 3 bars. That's insane. And as I'm running away, he snipes me. Boom. I'm dead. But I respawn. But so it's fine. The first death of the whole thing was in the hardest difficulty, so it makes sense. You know, we find the key actually. It's on this desk. But this guy's here, so I gotta do a little thing with him. And I try to heal, and then a screamer screams, and my bandage is now gone. It has been consumed and is gone. And as I'm looting this guy just, you know, he kills me. Because I was stuck in that goofy animation where I stare at the key. So I get finished right here. But I have one more life after this. Unless I find pills. Which I think I do, but I don't think it mattered. But anyways, final stretch area, you know, gotta go find that star key. It takes me 20 years to find this key, by the way, so I'm gonna like speed it up. This is 100 times speed, by the way. That's how long it took me. Yeah, 100 times speed. And so there we found it finally. Don't ask why it took me so long. I don't want to show all that because it was just me running around the map. But I find it. So it's all good. So we put him in his cage, and we start to cook him up. Cook him up nice and crispy. We have 4 bars, because I also found the secret room. Yeah, in that time lapse, so that's also really good. So, make this, we also loop him around a little bit, and we actually finish his electrocution. Don't ask why I have less health. It's, I got hit once from coil. And I just did a little loop thing. Oh yeah, this pitcher guy throws a little fire at me, almost kills me. So I'm just running. I just run around the map. I go to this exit instead of the regular exit, because this is where I entered actually. So this is a better spot to escape. Press the button. You know, tango with him a little bit. Tango, run around. Get him away from the area, and boom. That is me beating psychosurgery. And that is that, guys. It is pretty easy, I'd say.